Travis Hunter is one rising talent that has continued to make headlines back-to-back. Coached by Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, Hunter's journey from high school phenom to college star was packed with highlight reel plays, lockdown coverage, and elite two-way versatility. Now, in one of the most talked about moves of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars, looking to redefine their defense, have selected the Colorado's electrifying cornerback with the second overall pick. So what exactly is so special about the NFL's super sensation cornerback? Let's find out the details of how the second overall pick and Colorado's standout Sanders corner landed in Duval. Travis Hunter's rise to football stardom starts in a small corner of West Palm Beach, Florida. Travis was what you would describe as a kid with boundless energy, a football in his hands and big dreams in his heart. Raised by his parents, Ferrante Edmonds and Travis Hunter Sr., he didn't grow up with a silver spoon, but what he lacked in luxury, he made up for in love and drive. His mom, Ferrante, held the family together with quiet strength, making sure her son stayed focused in school and on the right path. His dad, a former athlete himself, introduced him to the game early, recognizing the spark in Travis before most others could. The fact that he got into football at such a young age may probably be the greatest asset he got from his childhood. Anyway, even as a kid, Travis was different. You'd find him in the yard, juking imaginary defenders or racing his friends down the block. He was always moving, always competing. Football was more than a game. It was his way of expressing himself. His parents saw it too. They encouraged him but made sure he stayed humble, making sure to emphasize discipline over hype. Middle school was where things started to take shape. Coaches couldn't believe his instincts. He was reading plays like a quarterback but flying around the field like a safety. Whether it was flag football, pee-wee leagues, or pickup games at the park, Travis made sure everyone remembered his name. By the time he reached high school at Collins Hill in Georgia, the whispers about him were turning into full-on headlines. In high school, Travis turned into a full-blown superstar. He wasn't just good, he was that guy. Lockdown corner, game-breaking receiver, kick return wizard. If there was a football play to be made, Travis was usually the one making it. His junior year, he posted insane stats. Over 1,700 receiving yards, 24 touchdowns, and several picks on defense. He was a highlight reel in cleats. College recruiters lined up, but Travis kept cool through it all. For him, the love of the game always came first, and knowing where he was coming from, he did a pretty good job of keeping his head in the game. What made him stand out even more was how unshaken he was by the attention. The bigger the stage, the brighter he shined. ESPN cameras? No problem. Double coverage? He'd still make the catch. It wasn't just about talent. Travis had that rare mix of swag, skill, and smarts, and behind it all, his parents were his foundation. They kept him balanced through the noise, making sure he knew that fame fades but character sticks. So by the time he made his now famous decision to flip his commitment from Florida State to Jackson State to play for Deion Sanders, it wasn't just a recruiting shocker. It was Travis doing what he'd always done, betting on himself and chasing greatness. His journey wasn't typical, and that's what made it powerful. From humble beginnings to high school legend, Travis Hunter was already carving a path that would lead to history. In 2022, Hunter made headlines by becoming the first five-star recruit to commit to an FCS program, choosing Jackson State under the guidance of head coach Deion Sanders. This decision was more than symbolic. It was a statement of belief in Sanders' vision and a nod to the rich legacy of HBCU football. Despite an injury that limited his freshman season, Hunter showcased glimpses of his dual-threat capabilities, recording 18 receptions for 188 yards and 4 touchdowns on offense, along with 2 interceptions and a defensive touchdown. Following Sanders' move to the University of Colorado in December 2022, Hunter transferred to join him, stepping onto the FBS stage with the Buffaloes. His debut against TCU was nothing short of spectacular. 11 receptions for 119 yards, 3 tackles, and an interception, all while playing 147 snaps. This performance set the tone for a season filled with highlight reel moments. Despite a midseason injury that sidelined him for 3 games, Hunter returned with vigor, notably against UCLA. He secured 2 interceptions, and in the season finale against Utah, he amassed 8 receptions for 107 yards and a touchdown. His versatility was on full display throughout the season, earning him consensus All-American honors and the Paul Hornung Award for the nation's most versatile player. Hunter's 2024 season was historic. He became the first two-way player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman Trophy, also securing the Walter Camp Award, Chuck Bednarik Award, and Fred Biletnikoff Award. Offensively, he recorded 1,152 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns. Defensively, he added 4 interceptions and forced a fumble. In his last 2 games, Hunter continued to impress. Against Washington State, he notched 4 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown. In the regular season finale versus Utah, he tailed 8 receptions for 107 yards and another touchdown, solidifying his status as a game-changer on both sides of the ball. Throughout his college career, Hunter was mentored by Deion Sanders, whose own legacy as a two-way NFL star provided a blueprint for Hunter's development. Sanders' coaching emphasized discipline, versatility, and a high football IQ, all of which Hunter embodied on the field. Hunter's collegiate career not only showcased his unique skill set, but also challenged conventional football roles. As he transitions to the NFL, expectations are high for him to continue as a dual-threat player, a rarity in today's game. His journey from a groundbreaking commitment to Jackson State to becoming a Heisman winning star at Colorado cements his legacy as one of college football's most dynamic and influential players. Travis Hunter's transition into the NFL wasn't just a career move, it felt like a cultural movement. After rewriting the college football playbook with his two-way dominance, the 2025 NFL Draft was the next stage for a player who had been under the spotlight since high school. And when draft night finally arrived, Hunter didn't just show up, he showed out. Leading up to the draft, analysts couldn't stop talking about him. Was he a shutdown corner? A big play wideout? The answer was yes to both. He wasn't just versatile, he was elite at everything. Scouts drooled over his ball skills, his footwork, his ability to track the deep ball on offense, and clamp top receivers on defense. One GM even called him a generational Swiss Army knife. Not bad for a kid who flipped the recruiting world on its head just a few years earlier. When the Jacksonville Jaguars were on the clock with the number 2 overall pick, the buzz hit a fever pitch. And then it happened. Travis Hunter's name was called. The Jaguars didn't just get a player, they got a weapon. Someone who could change the game on both sides of the ball and keep defensive coordinators up at night. The transition to the pros comes with pressure, sure, but if anyone's built for the big stage, it's Travis. He's been doing media since he was 16, playing in front of millions since college, and taking coaching from a Hall of Famer, Deion Sanders, who molded him with NFL-level expectations. At Colorado, he was logging 100-plus snaps a game, reading coverages, adjusting routes, baiting quarterbacks. It was already a pro-style workload. Now with Jacksonville, the fit is perfect. The Jags are building something fresh. Young QB, explosive offense, and now a versatile weapon like Travis. Expect him to start out primarily on defense, locking up WR and making highlight picks. But don't be surprised if he lines up in the slot or takes a deep shot downfield on offense. This kid doesn't just play football, he lives it. Talking about his future, it's looking pretty bright. He's got the tools to be a Pro Bowler in 1 year. He could revolutionize how teams view two-way players. Think of a mixture of Charles Woodson with Tyreek Hill level juice. He's fast, fearless, and football smart beyond his years. With the right system and coaching, which Jacksonville seems ready to provide. Travis Hunter might not just be a great NFL player, he could be the player of his generation. Hunter didn't just make the leap to the NFL, he launched himself into it, ready to turn Sundays into his own personal highlight reel. and the league better be ready. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more.